Hey all you sons of bitches, it's time to atone for past mistakes. Wait, what? Another video? But you already crafted another masterpiece a few short hours ago. While that is true, I was suddenly inspired. I may have been too rash in declaring Riki as best Xenoblade grill. However, I'm willing to admit to my mistakes. To make up for my dumbass, I'm here to talk about the real best character of Xenoblade Chronicles. Assuming you actually read the title of the video before clicking on it, Juju is the greatest Xenoblade character of all time. Reminder, this video is 100% fact, not opinion. You fucks. This was obvious, however, as Juju is a beloved fan favorite. Now, for those unaware of his majesty, who is Juju? Why, he is a child of Shala, the worst party member in the game, making her entire character worth it, so that Juju may exist. This man is essential in defeating the Mechan. After Shala scolds him for risking his life to save everyone, he decides to do it all again, and lets himself get captured as bait. After the party rescues him, it gives them a massive confidence boost, but do not be fooled. This man could solo the super boss if he was able to join the party. He is too powerful. It makes sense from a gameplay perspective. After his unnecessary rescue, he decides to rebuild his hometown of Colony 6. He could have saved it, however, he had to take a massive shit and was unable to at the time. Living in constant regret, he rebuilds the town completely by himself. In a day, no less. Who could do that? Not Shulk and friends, that's for sure. Later in the game, when the Telethia attack the gates of Colony 6, everyone is distraught at the loss of the Monado and that they are powerless without it. Juju gives a massive speech.
If you are nothing without the Monado, then you do not deserve it,
he says. He then proceeds to lead the fight against the Telethia and one-shots the head Telethia using nothing but his fists. Unsurprised, Shulk and friends decide that they should no longer be sad and save the Bioness. They do not need the Monado, only Juju. However, Juju knows that Colony 6 must be protected at all costs, and he is the only one outside of the party that could do so. Riki makes sweet beautiful love to his wife one last time before they depart. Melia suggests that would be very nice to Shulk and Shulk just shrugs off the hint, as if Melia simply sneezed. Regardless, Shulk and friends save the world. Juju could not be more proud of them, for he had done the same eons ago prior to the game's beginning. However, in his old age of 13, he knew that he could not have all the spotlight, so he decides to become the greatest fisherman of all time after peace has been restored. And thus, Juju transcends to not only becoming the god of war, but also the god of fishing. So now you know the story behind this man. Now for his legacy. Juju has not only inspired the characters of Xenoblade Chronicles, but also people in real life. Danny DeVito, for example, cites Juju as his greatest role model, while Reggie Fils-Aimé made sure that the game would be sold in every store on the planet to make sure that the story of Juju could be accessible to everyone. Juju's English voice actor often struggles to come to terms with the fact that the voice of God is able to be made using his vocal cords. And if you hold anyone off the street at gunpoint and asked what they thought about Juju from Xenoblade Chronicles, they would first ask you to put down the gun and declare that he is a national treasure that must be protected at all costs. Not that he needs the protection. He is often compared to the likes of All Might, One Punch Man, and even Superman by fans. His legacy also went on to inspire the basis for Tak and the power of Juju. It is surprising that Nintendo or Monolith never went after such a blatant copyright infringement. However, they knew that the power of Juju is something that must be known by as many people as possible. Juju also inspired many memes. For example, is that a motherfucking JoJo reference is actually based on the Xenoblade meme. Is that a motherfucking Juju reference? Because people cannot stop talking about this man. Some hardcore fans have even pronounced Juju as their religion. They meet in a Discord server every other Friday to praise Juju. It is extremely heartwarming. Juju is, in fact, such a beloved character that fans hate Xenoblade X because it started the trend of not including him in future games despite what little sense his inclusion would make. But what does Juju mean to me? Well, Juju is more than just a character. He is a way of life. The lessons he can teach us are as follows. Be kind to one another, never let fear overpower you, and do not pirate Xenoblade Chronicles. So, by looking at what Juju has done we know that he is, without a doubt, the only reason why the heroes of Xenoblade Chronicles prevail. Without Juju, they could have never gained the courage and inspiration to kill God at the end of the game like in every other role-playing game. Because if God is not the final boss of an RPG, the entire game is a complete waste of time. While Shulk comes to the conclusion that there is no need for gods, he knows in his heart that they still need, and always will need, Juju, the true god of Xenoblade Chronicles. And that is why Juju is the greatest Xenoblade Chronicles character of all time and best grill. A true waifu. The day we see this man in HD will be the greatest moment in human history. This has been that meme assassin guy. Be sure to subscribe as always, and click the bell for notifications of every new upload. And be sure to comment about your own experiences with the great mighty Juju. However, listening to the garbage that comes out of my keyboard is only the beginning. You should not only click the like button, as if it was a praise Juju button, but you should also buy XENOBLADE Chronicles Definitive Edition to experience not only one of the greatest games ever crafted by mortal hands, but also to experience Juju's bizarre adventure for yourself. I'm gone this year for real this time. Goodbye, you fucks.